Good morning students, welcome back to Alchemy online classes. Student, do you remember we learned about latitudes and longitudes? We learned that latitudes are the imaginary lines which are running on the globe towards east to west, and we learned that the imaginary lines which are running from north to south are known as longitudes. The lines of latitudes are parallel to each other, but the lines on longitudes are not parallel to each other. But do you know what is the meaning of parallel? Yeah, we have discussed it. Yeah, the meaning of parallel is equal. When we see the globe, we can find that all lines which are running through east to west are equal to each other. But when we see the line which are running from north to south, at that time we can see these all lines are not parallel. We also learn about prime meridian. What are prime meridian or what is meridian? Meridians or longitudes are known as meridians. That lines which are running towards north pole to south pole are known as meridians. So, as we learn, the line of latitudes are equal or parallel to each other. They are having similar distance to each other. But lines of longitudes are not parallel to each other. Now come to our next topic, how we can find a place or locate a place through latitudes or longitudes. Latitudes and longitudes form a network of lines known as grid. We use them to locate place on the earth. To know the location of a place, we need the value of the latitude and longitude. Suppose a place is at 60 degree north latitude and 30 degree east longitude. We can exactly find its position at the point where these two lines cross each other. So this is the way how we can find our location. We have to find where the place is locating on how much degree north or how much degree east. When the two lines, latitudes and longitudes, were crossing each other, at that point is known our location. This is the way we can find our location. But now we are using our mobiles to find location. We can easily find location through Google Navigator or GPS. Anyone is knowing about GPS? What is the full form of GPS? Okay, this is time of activity. What is a GPS and how is it useful to us? GPS full form is Global Positioning System. How it is helpful? It is a Google Navigator or a global navigation satellite system that provides us facility of location and give us facility to find the distance of two places. How it can be helpful to us? GPS help us to find location from our place. If we search for a location with the help of latitudes and longitudes, it can easily find within second, and it can give us answer of our location. At the same time, GPS can help us to find the distance from our place to our location where we want to reach. This is the use of GPS. Now it is the important part of our life. Earlier people were using map to find location. But nowadays people are doing smart work and using GPS to find their location. Now come to I Discover session of our course book. Find out the names of the countries through which the equator passes. Describe the climate of these countries. So the name of the countries which passes through the equator are Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Gabon, Republic of Congo, Somalia, Maldives, Indonesia and Kiribati. These places which passes through the equator are having equatorial climate. Generally, the climate is having frequent rains, high humidity, hot, very hot during summer season and not too cold during winter season. Because the sunlight is directly passes through the equator. That is why the people are feeling very hot in these countries. Now come to I think and reflect session. Why does the distance between meridians decreases towards the pole? The longitudes, as we seen, it is in semicircle, not in a complete circle. The longitudes lines are fastest at the equator, but as they move towards the poles, their distance reduces. Therefore, this distance between any two longitudes is 0 at the pole. Now come to next session, I-link session. Maths 1. What is a line? How is it different from a line segment? A line is made up of points placed closely together. A line has no end point. It extends endlessly in both the directions. It has no defined length. A line segment is a part of straight line. It is the shortest distance between 2 points. A line segment has a beginning and end. In other words, we can say that line segment has a defined length. Now the second question of Math 1. How is a straight angle different from a right angle? A straight angle is measured in 180 degree and a right angle is of measure 90 degree. Now come to I observe session. Look at the map of India and find out the names of the state through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. So, the Tropic of Cancer passes through Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Now come to I exchange session. Find out the location of India with reference to latitudes and longitudes. Location of India is 20 degree north and 77 degree east. Second question, what is the international date line? The international date line or the line of demarcation is an imaginary line on Earth's surface that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole. It defines the change from the one calendar day to the next. So here we have completed the longitudes and latitudes.